Hello students, welcome to the English class. Today we are going to discuss the third lesson of your supplementary reader, that is Ranga's Marriage, and it is written by Masti Iyengar. Okay. Now let us see some hints about the chapter. So basically the story is related to a boy named Ranga who is the accountant's son and is one of the rare breed among the village folk who has been to the city to pursue his education. So why he is being called the rare breed? Because very less people used to go for education towards the city in their village. Okay. Now let us see. When he returns to his village from the city of Bangalore, means where he had gone for education, he had gone to Bangalore, and when he came back, the crowds mill around his house to see whether he has changed or not. So all the villagers just crowded near his house to just analyze that whether within the period of 6 months Ranga has changed or not. And they also want to know about Ranga's ideas regarding marriage are different from them or they are same as they have. Okay, so this is all just the hint about the chapter, means what the chapter is about. Now let us discuss about the author. So the name of our author, we all know that. So his name is Masti Venkatesha Iyengar and he was a well-known writer in Kannada language. He was the fourth among Kannada writers to be honored with the Gyanpith Award, the highest literary honor in Kannada language which is conferred in India. He was popularly referred to as Masti Kannada Asti, which means Masti is Kannada's treasure. He is most renowned for his short story. He wrote under the pen name Srinivasa. So Srinivasa is his pen name and he was honored with the title Rajesh Vasakata by the Maharaja of Mysore, Nalvadi, Krishna Raja Vadeyar. Okay, so this is all the introduction about the author. Let us know more about him. So he was born on 6 June 1891 near the Kolar district in Karnataka, and he died on 6 June 1986 at the age of 95 at Bangalore. His pet name was Srinivasa or Masti. His occupation was district commissioner and professor, and his hobby is to write. Okay, so nationality was Indian. His genres were fiction and his subjects are Kannada literature and literary movement. Let us see Kannada literature, Navodaya, New British Navodaya. So this is the movement where he took part. Okay. Now let us begin the story. So Ranga's Marriage by Masti Venkatesha Iyengar is a story about a boy who returns to his village after receiving education in English medium from Bangalore. The boy is the son of the accountant of the village. They live in the village Hoshali in Mysore. The boy, when returns, the whole village floods over him to see if there is any change in his personality. However, to their dismay, he still has the same eyes and mouth and everything else. Means Ranga hadn't changed even though he has got his education at Bangalore in the English medium school. Then also he didn't change. Then he did the traditional namaskar and all dispersed. So he just joined his hand and did namaskar to everyone and then all the villagers went back to their houses. The story is a first person narrative, and a major portion of the story is in flashback. The speaker directly addresses the reader. Readers means we all, those who are reading the story. The narrator is a neighbor of the protagonist, and here the protagonist is Ranga. He introduces the story with a difference by first giving a detailed description of their village, Hoshali. He praises the mangoes from his village. He asks the readers if he or she has ever heard of the village, because this is a quite strange name of the village, so we all have never heard it. He replies to the question himself, for the village was not located in any of the maps for the English babus, and the ones in our country forget to put it there. So the narrator himself has given the answer to his questions, that if the readers have ever heard the name of the village Hoshali. So he is telling that no, they might not have heard that name, because maybe the babus, those who created the maps, they just forgot to put that location in that map. Then he introduces Ranga, the protagonist. In a time 10 years ago, Ranga had gone to Bangalore for studies and returned home after 6 months. It was the time when English was a language and a few people used it. All used to converse in Kannada. So in that village, Hoshali, all the people used to converse in Kannada language. Very few people used to speak in English, and those who speak in English in that village, they were considered as different or special one. Therefore, we have heard earlier that villagers had come to meet Ranga to see him. We know that all the villagers arrived at Ranga's place and began scrutinizing him, means looking towards him very keenly. To their dismay, he was still the same old Ranga, and they left disappointed. However, the narrator stayed back and shared a few jokes with the boy, with Ranga, and then left later in the afternoon. Then, next time, Ranga arrived at the narrator's home with a few oranges, and the narrator judged the boy and felt it to marry such a well-educated and humble boy. However, Ranga had no plans to settle as a married man. He put his views on marriage in front of the narrator, that he wanted to get married to a girl who is mature and someone Rangappa could admire. So these are the views of Ranga towards the marriage, and he wants the girl whom he himself can admire or praise. Now let us see forward. Ranga left after the discussion, and the narrator decided then that he would get the boy married. Determined, he began considering Rama Rao's niece Ratna as a suitable bride for Ranga. She was from a big town and knew how to play veena and harmonium. He came up with a plan. He asked Rama Rao's wife to send Ratna to his place to fetch some buttermilk. He requested Ratna to sing and sent for Ranga. Ranga reached the narrator's place and stopped outside the room, as he did not want to disrupt the singing, but was curious to see her face, so peeped in. Ratna noticed the stranger and stopped abruptly. Ranga came in and the girl left. Curiously, Ranga inquired about the girl, and narrator cleverly played at his words. He told Ranga that the girl was married off a year ago, and noticed the disappointment flaring Ranga's face. He was infatuated to the girl. The narrator was happy as his plan was working. As his next step, the next day, the narrator took Ranga to an astrologer who he had already tutored what to say. It was the meeting with the astrologer when the narrator's name is disclosed, Shyama. He was. So, here we have come to know the name of the narrator. His name is Shyama. The astrologer pretended to read the natal chart. Natal chart means the forecasting which the astrologer used to make of Rangappa, and declared that the boy was in love with a girl who had a name of something found in the ocean. Shyama said it could be Ratna, Rama Rao's niece. Ranga's smile was not hidden from Shyama, but the girl was married. Okay, so the narrator just played the prank with Ranga. He just said that, but the girl is married. Then how can you get married with that girl? So again Ranga became sad. Later on, the narrator took the boy to Rama Rao's home and asked him to wait outside. When he came outside, he confirmed that the girl was not married, that there had been some confusion. After all, the narrator had to come up with something. Even Ranga then admitted that he had been attracted to the girl. Later, a conversation between the astrologer and the narrator is described. How the astrologer says that though the narrator had given him clues, he could have found it all out by himself through astrology. So, whatever the astrologer has said was true and written in Ranga's astrology. So, the story moves forward 10 years, or to say returns to the present. Rangappa came one day to the narrator, inviting him at his son Shyama's 3rd birthday. Obviously, Ratna and Ranga had been married, and now they have a 3-year-old son whom Ranga named after the narrator. So, Ranga had named his son Shyama by the name of narrator because he wanted to thank the narrator, because due to the narrator's efforts only Ranga has got married with Ratna. So this is all the story. I hope you all have understood it. Thank you.